This is Beautiful Friday, and I'm going to call this Self-Love Friday, okay? And I'm speaking with my Facebook community right here, Facebook, hey there, and my YouTube community. Thanks for joining me. If you are new to my page, I'd like you to just check out everything that I've done. But first and foremost, make sure that you like and subscribe. That's how you're able to show me that you appreciate just my time being on here. Like and subscribe. That would be so, I just will really appreciate it. I didn't used to ask. I think I said that the other day. I never asked. And I just assumed that people would subscribe, but I would like for you to take the time to do so today. And for my Facebook community, if you can please like and comment, and they also have a new feature with stars. If you could give me a star, I have a goal of collecting 20 stars every day. I don't know what that equivalent is. It just says to me, would you like to ask for stars? I just said yes. I don't know what that means. So you're going to show me what it means by example. And I know that different ones that I see have stars on there, I will click give a star or whatever. And I don't know if it gives them some other benefit, but it's fun to do. So like, comment, that's how you can support my page here on Facebook. And then if you can, give a star. Maybe not everybody can give stars, but I'd like if you could. So this is Self-Love Friday. Now Friday is ruled by the planet of Venus. And hey there, dear, thank you. Friday is ruled by the planet of Venus. And we are always thinking Venus is about loving others or someone loving us, right? A love interest, our mates, our companions, etc. But there's very few times that you'll hear someone literally think of Venus for self-development, self-love. It started with Aphrodite loving herself because she's considered to be so beautiful of a goddess. But she's not beautiful just because she just looks good. She's beautiful because she works on herself. She is concerned with how she is received. But that's how she's received within herself first. That's why Aphrodite is such a powerful, beautiful goddess. And so here we're dealing with self-love. So that's what I'm going to focus on today in the cards. So thank you. If you see me going back and forth, it's because here I have my YouTube family. Thank you for liking. And if you're returning, go ahead and comment below. I'm going to see if I can see. Hold on just one second. Because when I'm on my stream here on YouTube, on the phone, I'm not able to see the chat. And I think that's unfortunate. So just one second, let me see if I can get there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open up the cards. Thank you so very much. Oh, I appreciate you. I see my likes going up. That makes me feel so good. So, okay. And it's happening over here on the YouTube, on the Facebook side as well. Let me go on my computer, on my Macadocious. That's what I named my Macadocious. And let me see if I can see the stream. And I do hope I can, so that I can comment as well, so I can respond. There. Let's see what's going on. Self-Love Friday. That's what I'm talking about. And you know what else? It's my birthday. Not today. Not today. Tomorrow is my birthday. So you know. Tomorrow. Oh, look. Okay. Okay. 100. Let me just put that in there. 100. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't even realize over here on YouTube you could give hearts. Oh yeah, give me some hearts too. That is so cool. Okay, wonderful. I like it. Okay, so let's get back to this reading. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Let me go over here. Wonderful. I'm so glad to be able to share this. Now, I think what I'm going to use, not I think, I know what I'm going to use is the traditional Rider-Waite. And I'm going to give love to Pamela Coleman Smith. If it wasn't for this woman's dedication to illustrating what Arthur Waite had written, we wouldn't have tarot at all. Because every single tarot deck that you will ever see, that you will ever put your eyes on, that you will ever pick up, that you will ever touch, every image, every aspect of it has to reflect everything that Pamela Coleman Smith created. Even if you look at a tarot deck that is about the familiars, because I have one that has cats, the familiars, right? Even those cards will reflect Pamela Coleman's Smith's illustrative points that Arthur Waite penned down. Now, I teach this in class, but Arthur Waite became really jealous of Pamela. Pamela was very eccentric, and she's also known as Pixie. And he knew she was an extremely gifted artist. So he asked her, they were all part of the Golden Dawn. This is before Aleister Crowley got there. And he asked her to illustrate what he had written and researched about tarot. She took it upon herself, and it wasn't going to be easy because it was 78 different images. And they came out, as we see, gorgeous, right? Well, he was so jealous that she had intuitively crafted the images that he took her talent and put it upon himself and plagiarized her, and then said that, told everyone that was viewing her work that it was his art, that he's the one that crafted it, leaving her out. Now, because she was a woman, there was no way that she could combat that, right? She couldn't say, I'm going to sue you for stealing my intellectual property. They didn't have those words back then, intellectual property. There was no such thing. And because he was Arthur Waite, he was the founder and the movement of the Golden Dawn, it would be her word against his, and he's the man, right? And he's the scholar. And she was a little eccentric, so nobody's going to listen to her. And she wasn't from the States. She was Jamaican. So there was a lot going on with her. These weren't little renditions. Pamela Coleman Smith had huge artboard, an art canvas of each card. And she tried to create, or she had her art entered into, let's just say a museum or art display or a bazaar. Well, after Arthur Waite took them, and then he couldn't explain the work. He couldn't explain how the images were connected to the words that he had described in his written version. He then gave her back her work, and then he made her crazy. Okay, have we ever seen that gaslighting before? Well, that's what he did. He gaslighted her. He stole her work, gave it back, and then gaslighted, and said nobody would ever want to participate in this. This is junk. And then he self-corrected. Instead of saying it was his work, he was saying that Pamela, Pixie, was a little Lulu, and she didn't want anybody to know that she did it. So as her mentor and guide, he would take the responsibility of sharing her work, but that it was no longer his responsibility to claim her work. So therefore, now everybody thought she was a little Lulu, right? And go figure, look at where her art has taken us today. That we have thousands upon thousands of beautiful tarot decks. And, but before she transitioned, before she left this earth, she was not privy to know how beautiful her art and how intuitively spiritual her art was going to become across the world in evolved spiritual thinking. So anyways, that is love being given to Pixie, Pamela Coleman Smith. So we're gonna go ahead and use her deck today. There you go. Thank you so very much for allowing me to share that story, because I'm sure some people know it and some people don't. And you can find out a lot of the story you can find in different writings, not just on the back of the card. There is a publication called The Golden Women of the Golden Dawn. That's a very good book. And it highlights, I want to say, 8 different women during the period of when the Golden Dawn started, right around to when Aleister Crowley came into the picture. So anyways, now we're talking self-love. What do you do for self-love? Hold on just one second. Let me go back over here. What do you do for self-love? What is it that you do? Do you go on vacation? Do you get a spa or a massage, a quiet evening with a book and a glass of wine, coffee, or tea? Sound, meditation, yoga therapy, etc.? What do you do for self-love? How do you care for yourself? And then how do you determine that you're burnt out, right? Well, today, because we are in like a weird sort of, there's a lot of stuff happening all over especially here in the United States. And then of late, I've been hearing things that are happening in Dallas, in El Paso, in Chicago, in New York, in Colorado. It's a lot of stuff that's happening. And I'm not going to speak on what it is, because I'm sure many of us know what's happening. But what I will tell you is, if you have the time, do the research, and then if you feel compelled to, send out your love vibration to those that might be going through some hard times, because there are many people that are losing their homes because of what's happening. Hold on just one second. I am right here. There you go. I could hear the air unit come on, and I didn't want it to disturb what was happening. Okay, so how do you replenish yourself from physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional burnout? Because that definitely can take its toll. And this is about you taking care of yourself today. So let's see what's going on energetically in regards to that. And using the Rider-Waite. Now split this deck. Thank you for joining. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you like and subscribe. And if you are able to, give me a comment below too. Okay, first card. Oh, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Check that out. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. I'm going to pull cards first. King of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed. I'm showing you the reversal, what that looks like. But so that you can see how it is, this is how the King of Wands looks. King of Wands. Third card, Ace of Pentacles. Check that out. Ace of Pentacles. I like the fact that it showed up right side up. Ace of Pentacles. We'll pull a fourth one. Ace of Swords. Okay, so the aces are the theme. So this is definitely self. Isn't that funny? Isn't that these cards never lie. They don't lie. I proclaim today to be a self-love today. Self-love. And then lo and behold, 2 aces pop up. Right? And that's the number for 1. So let's talk about it. King of Pentacles. Now this is very, very in the moment, very personal. This is not about your spiritual development. This is about your physical well-being, and that you are in charge of your physical well-being. But are you being in charge of it, or are you letting other people dominate your energy, overtake you, consume you, so that you're not caring for yourself? And you can get burnt out that way. And there's a lot of stuff that's happening right now. Even the way the news is, it tries to dominate our thinking. So we feel even burned out to even want to listen or support a cause, because we're being tapped out emotionally. I'm going to say our fight or flight is definitely engaged. So the King of Wands shows up reverse. This King of Pentacles lets us know that this is a very literal reading. Okay, this is not a how you say, of the spirit. This is really about what you're doing now in your real life. Okay, King of Pentacles, self. You as the master of your own work, the master of your own activity, the master of your own decisions. Okay, but it shows up King of Wands reverse. So it's giving us the energy that right now, even though you are the one that's standing in your power, or has the ability to stand in your power, you're not. You're not able to create because there's so many distractions. It's difficult for any of us to follow through with something that we desire to accomplish, because there are so many distractions. Now, the distractions might not be so broad, like what's happening in the world, what's happening in your town. It could be the distractions of your family. It could be the distractions that you give yourself that have nothing to do with anybody else, but it is a distraction. I know one of my distractions, and this is the silliest thing. I didn't think I was addicted to it, but I probably was. But I could tell you I loved watching TikTok. TikTok everything. Why? What is that going to do for me? Nothing. Right? It's good to be able to tap in and get some pertinent information and then move on. But when you get stuck there scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and 2 or 3 hours goes by and you were scrolling, what is that doing for you? That is totally unproductive, right? There it is right there. So we need to evaluate what it is that we're doing, how we're doing it, and then the time that we're using to do it. And is it really facilitating your personal well-being? Is it? The Ace of Pentacles shows up. So this is about taking charge. This is about you taking charge, not what anybody else is going to do for you, but what you're doing for yourself. What you're creating for yourself. There's a lack of creation right here. The King of Wands shows up reversed. There's a lack of creation. You're not feeling very motivated, so you're going to have to find the motivation. That Ace of Pentacles, it's there. It might take some work. It might take some work. You might have to go review something that you've done in the past to get you motivated again. I know for myself, I used to do a lot of live readings, a lot of YouTube, a lot of posting in my group. Oh my gosh. And then I literally lost the motivation just because of distractions, not because I was watching TikTok, but because of the distractions. It was a distraction. Every time you turn around, I was concerning myself, and probably rightfully so to be concerned about it, but it was taking away from what I'm supposed to do to create a better lifestyle, a better, just a better outcome for me. So you can ask yourself the same things. What is it that if I was not distracted, that I would be able to put my energy into and then live my life so that I'm thriving, so that I'm enjoying myself? and not being weighed down by all these other so-called problems as if I could fix them. Because the reality is you can't fix any problem of somebody else's. You cannot fix the problem until they themselves want to fix it. Right? So what is it? What are you working on that's going to benefit you, uplift you? Notice that the pentacle is lifted up. What is going to uplift you? That's a snazzy card, I'm telling you right there. What is going to uplift you? Well, here's the Ace of Swords. That means you have to have, your thinking has to be elevated, a higher vibration. And you're going to have to speak. And I don't want to say you, because I think it's all of us. So please know I'm speaking as a collective. We have to speak higher mind, higher thoughts. So we might look at that and say, well, what does that mean? We could find ourselves complaining all day. Complaining about all kinds of things. Complaining what you're not getting, complaining that somebody's not listening, complaining why you have to do something, complaining about not having enough. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to complain about, right? But here, this card is saying that we need to think and speak higher, have a higher mind in that. Notice that the crown is at the top of the sword, and the sword usually represents intuition, intellect, communication, the tongue speaking. So here we need to speak better, think better, be better. I think that's quite interesting. Also, when I look at this this card, if you notice that there's mountains and water, oh my God, so it's kind of treacherous down below, right? So you could sink, but you're not going to have good footing, right? You're not going to have good footing, or you could sink if you allow your consciousness to fall below a standard of wellness. And how does that translate? Your body starts to feel jacked up. Because if your mind is not in the right place, your body is not going to be in the right place. Now, it might not be happening right away, but a lack of sleep, because we're worried all night, then we might start having headaches. We become sleep deprived. Oh, and then sleep deprivation will do a doozy on you. Your skin starts looking bad. You're not able to lose any weight if you're trying to lose weight. You have brain fog. You can't think straight. You can't finish an idea. You lack motivation. All of these different things. All of this. So in order to combat or get through, and let me refrain from using the word combat, because it's like we're struggling and fighting even with that word, right? Combat. Who wants to be in a combative situation? So in order for us to have a better outcome, let's say it that way. I think that's best to be said. To have a better situation, a better outcome, it's good for us to lift ourselves up above the murkiness, the treachery of our own thoughts, and begin speaking better. That sword being the tongue, how we're speaking. Is that speaking is getting us to a place where there's mental growth, mental wellness, we're flourishing? That takes practice, but you've got to start somewhere. And one of the things that, or as a practice that can assist us to get better at thinking is to write. And you might not like writing. I know I don't like writing. I write really good, but I don't like writing. However, when I realized that the power of the pen creates my reality, I began loving to write. Just one sentence could change reality for the better. And so a simple statement that you might write, and writing it in a way as if it has already occurred, is to speak about your self-care and how you feel in the best way possible, so that you can now reclaim your power. And in this case, like the King of Pentacles, you're reclaiming your power. So the statement could simply be written, I feel great all the time now. It's a great day to feel wonderful. And today I feel wonderful. Just a simple statement. It's a great day to feel wonderful, and I feel wonderful. I am loved first because I love myself first. Oh, that one is a good one. I am loved first because I love myself first. That one just feels good. I am loved first because I loved myself first. I do Lyft periodically, and one of my customers said, we were talking about children and grandchildren, and so I happened to say that I had 2 grandchildren, and so the person said, you have 2 grandchildren? You look too young to have grandchildren. What is your secret? And I was trying to think, what is my secret? And I kid you not, I said, I said, I love myself. And then one of the persons says, whoa, that is a deep, that's so profound. And I said, yeah, I guess that's all it is. I love myself. And it makes me happy. And so it's a change of mindset. And it's the way we speak to ourselves. Ace of Swords. And you need to take that pen in your hand and take the power back. If you notice there's the hands right there. But the hands are coming out of midair. So it's not so much what you are leaning upon, but that you're getting inspiration from others. You see, other people, other ideas, other connections that's inspiring you to take your life, your future, into your own hands. And you can begin having and creating something far better. Anyways, thank you for joining me today. In a little while, I'm gonna post the bird's eye view. That's for Saturday and Sunday. That's a pre-recorded segment, so you'll catch that on my regular uploads. Video uploads. Also, for my Facebook community, I'll make sure that there's a link that's posted on my thread. For those that are in my actual community, that is the Be Well Sugar Bee community, you definitely will have the upload and then a couple of other goodies that are just for our community. So I'm really thankful that you I'm really thankful that you have joined me today to watch and allow me to express myself, what self-love is for me. And I want you to ask yourself, what does self-love look like for you? And thank you for all of the compliments that have been given. I appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I like it. So again, for my YouTube family and friends, make sure that you like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for doing so. For my family and friends on Facebook, like and please share, definitely share, and comment. And if you're able to, give a star. And I will talk with you on Monday. I'm going to have a wonderful week. I'm going to have a wonderful weekend. It's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday. It's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday. It's my birthday weekend. I just have to do that. Anyway, I will talk with you soon. Blessings, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Chirp, chirp.